Welcome to my presentation on the importance of collaboration with families in teaching numeracy, maths, and ICT in early childhood education. This PowerPoint presentation is being made by Cathy Noel, student ID S150Z9719. When school, families, and community groups work together to support learning, children tend to do better in school, stay in school longer, and like school more. This is a quote from Anderson and Mapp 2002. Building strong relationships. To achieve partnership, families need to build a strong relationship of home to care and vice versa. There are three different ways of communicating: one-way communication, two-way communication, and sharing successes and challenges. We will look at the one-way communication. This communication can be used to share what is being done already at the center and supply suggested experiences or learning that families might engage in. For example, newsletters, documentation, take-home resources. The two-way communication, or communication that values the input of both the school and families, has potential to enhance a child's learning in mathematics further. Communication can invite family feedback, and engagement can build better outcomes and remove power imbalances. Examples of this form of communication are take-home math resources that are accompanied by family feedback forms, which in turn impact on the future math learning in the setting. Sharing successes and challenges. Encouraging families to share anecdotes and activities they tried at home and share successes and challenges that they have overcome. This can be shared with the setting but also between families. Families are a rich source of everyday mathematics within varied contexts. Through feedback on discoveries during direct or indirect mathematical opportunities at home, families provide the school with valuable insights into the child's learning. Through these strong relationships, they can support mathematical learning in ways such as helping families gain a better understanding of math curriculum, what is being done and why, fostering positive attitudes about math, linking what the children are learning in the classroom to the home. Some strategies might be: create math kits with clear, concise instructions and all materials necessary to complete activities related to number sense, patterns, shapes, seriation, classification, measurement, and graphing. Developing self-contained mobile learning centers that integrate math and science, allowing families to explore specific themes and content through active, hands-on experiments. Sending home a newsletter to explain ways that parents are already incorporating mathematics in the early childhood. More strategies are: families can teach children to see and name small quantities, count and point out shapes. Children can help with measuring ingredients. When we follow a nighttime routine, and when I say nighttime routine, I mean, for example, a routine of taking a bath, brushing their teeth, reading a story, and going to sleep. Children here demonstrate an understanding of sequence and order. There is a strong relationship between the frequency that families engage in these indirect mathematical activities and children's mathematical proficiency. From a very young age, adults invite children to use mathematics to understand and participate in their world. Example can be to ask questions like, would you like another piece of toast? We need to find the overshoe. We need one more, one for each foot. How old are you today? 3. Happy birthday. How many plates do we need? We leave at number 36. Now let's move forward and look at what is numeracy. Numeracy is a capacity, confidence, and disposition to use mathematics in daily life. The EYLF states numeracy as spatial sense, structure and pattern, number, measurement, data argumentation, connections and exploring the world mathematically are the powerful mathematical ideas children need to become numerate. The 3 key mathematical concepts are number and algebra, measurement and geometry, statistics and probability. Let's look at numbers and algebra. Children are engaging with number and algebra when they use mathematical words to describe the world. Example, lots of, more than. Use numbers to count and refer to objects and people in their lives. Example, I'm 3 years old. I have 2 trucks at home. Use numbers to solve problems. Example, I need another glass for the table. Begin to count objects in a sequence and recognize the ways numbers work. Let's look at measurement and geometry. Measurement and geometry for young children involves exploring mathematical concepts such as the size, the shape, the position, and the dimensions of objects. Children engage with measurement and geometry when they feel different shaped items, sort objects according to their shape, draw shapes in their art, describe the world around them using concepts such as, I like the circle one, or I put my hat in the big basket, or the snake was really long. Statistics and probability. Statistics and probability for young children involves sorting, understanding and presenting information from groups of objects in order to understand what is happening. Children are engaging with statistics and probability when they collect and sort ideas or groups of objects into categories. Talk about whether they need to take a coat with them when they go on a walk. Example, is it going to rain? Reading can be another source of teaching maths to children. Reading and maths. When talking about mathematics, it is important that reading is done together. Some books teach math directly. Counting books involve determining the number of objects on a page. Shape books may define the figures, saying explicitly that a triangle has 3 sides. The one-on-one engagement between parents and children will facilitate learning. For questions and answers, parents will allow the child to use its thinking. Parents can also reinforce learning by revisiting something they have read. Other storybooks like Elevator Magic ground the concepts in a cohesive narrative in which characters explore math ideas and solve problems, like which button to press if the goal is to make an elevator go from the 10th floor to another floor 5 levels down. The third category of storybooks includes math implicitly. On the surface, Goldilocks and the Three Bears is about a young girl who goes for a walk in the woods and finds herself alone in the bear's home, where she gets into trouble. However, beneath the surface, important math concepts of size and order support the narrative. Papa Bear has a big bowl of porridge and Baby Bear has a small bowl. Mama's bed is both smaller than Papa's but larger than Baby's. The story makes no sense unless the child understands the relative size of the bears and how they relate to the bowls of porridge. Here is a list of references from which I have gained information to make my PowerPoint presentation. I hope you liked it, and thank you.